Tonight, we turn the pages of history to witness one night, a night that shook a nation. The night when the voice of hope, peace, and unity, Abraham Lincoln, fell silent. But tonight, we hear that voice once again as he tells his final story. Mr. Lincoln, can you take us back to that morning in April 1865?
Of course, the war had ended. The nation was tired, broken. But rays of hope peeked through every rooftop. There were smiles on faces, bells ringing, flags waving. The capital was celebrating. I began my day with my cabinet, discussing Reconstruction. But I believed our future wouldn't be built with vengeance, but with forgiveness.
That evening, you decided to go to the theater. Was it just an ordinary night?
Not quite ordinary, but it was hopeful. Mary, Major Rathbone, and Clara Harris were with me. We went to see our American cousin at Ford's Theatre. We were a little late, but the people welcomed us with joy.
Was your welcome at the theater special?
Yes. We were seated in the state box, decorated with American flags. A portrait of George Washington hung on the wall. I felt proud and strangely at peace.
Did you have any idea someone was after your life?
No, but he was there. John Wilkes Booth, an actor, a Confederate sympathizer, and a killer. He knew every corner of that theater. He slipped in through the back entrance and barred the outer door with a wooden wedge. Then climbed the stairs behind our box. In his hand, a pistol and a gleaming knife.
The moment everything changed. Can you describe it?
A line was delivered on stage, a humorous one. The hall burst into laughter. That was his cue. He opened the door, stepped behind me, and fired.
And then?
He climbed the railing of the box, jumped, but his foot caught in the flag. He fell, and his leg broke. Still, he waved his knife and shouted, "Sic semper tyrannis," thus always to tyrants, then limped away and escaped.
When the shot was fired, did help arrive quickly?
Yes. Doctors rushed in, but they knew the wound was fatal. They carried me across the street to the Peterson boarding house. I was laid on a narrow bed. My breath began to slow. Doctors, officials, and Secretary of War Stanton stood around me.
Mary, Lincoln?
She was in shock. She cried, held my hand, but I knew my time had come
And then, that moment at 7:22 a.m.,
I took my final breath, and Stanton said, "Now he belongs to the ages."
the nation was drowned in mourning. The assassin fled for 12 days and was finally killed. And Lincoln began a journey toward eternity. Even today, Abraham Lincoln teaches us, nations aren't bound by swords, but by hearts, hope, compassion, and unity. These are the true powers that last.